Good afternoon, everybody. Well, it's all over Facebook again that a family in Queensland is under fire because they refuse medical treatment for their terminally ill child. And of course, they are Jehovah's Witnesses. Okay, I'm going to say some things here that are going to come off as very harsh. I may step on some toes and make some people angry at me, but I'm sorry. I have to speak out about this because I am just ready to spit nails. I am getting so darn sick and tired of hearing people say, oh, well, you can't blame these parents. They have so much to lose. And if you report to the police that your child's being molested by an elder because of the two-person rule and everything that they have in place, that, you'll get disfellowshipped and you'll lose your family and everything. Okay, I am really, truly very sorry that people are put in that situation. I cannot imagine. That would be an awful plight to find yourself in. And, well, you don't understand the dynamic of mind control. Yes, I do. I saw my husband go through it. My husband was in two different religious cults when we were married. I did not join these cults, but I could see where the isolating him from different people, different ideas, how that sets that group think into motion. When you're exposed to only one group's ideology and mentality and their orders, I see where that can happen, that you just get sucked into it. And I mean, that's nothing new. The Jehovah's Witnesses aren't the ones who invented it. I mean, Jim Jones did it, Charles Manson did it, and I would even find myself, when I was with my husband, we weren't allowed to associate with anybody who wasn't in his cult. And I would find myself even using some of the terminology because it was, even though I thought he was nuts, it was all I was hearing, just drummed into me even. And I started using some of the terminology. Well, my husband, he eventually told me, he said, on Christmas Eve, 2005, he said, denounce your Messiah or I have to divorce you. And I said, you know what? I don't care anymore. Do whatever you're going to do. But that is not an option. Denying Christ is not an option. I would sooner put a gun in my mouth and pull the trigger. So he divorced me. But that's okay because I did the right thing. I lost my marriage. But that would be a horrible plight to be in if your child is being molested by an elder. And if you report this, you're going to be disfellowshipped and lose everything you have. Okay, well, let's put that in a different scenario, shall we? I'm going to use a hypothetical situation here. It's okay, Mommy's not mad at you. I'm going to use a hypothetical situation here. Say I'm big in city council, and I'm a socialite, and I'm well respected. My family, my in-laws, they all have a good name. My husband is the chief of police. My father-in-law is the mayor. Brother-in-law, my husband's brother, is a prosecuting attorney of the county. My brother's an alderman. The whole family is into politics, and I have a lot to lose. Okay? But I find out that my husband, decorated police chief that he is, well-loved in the community, he is on the take. And he is sodomizing our 9-year-old son. Oh my God, what do? His brother is a prosecuting attorney. I'm going to lose everything. His family could twist everything on me, make me look like an unfit parent. I could lose my child. I will lose my social standing, all of my friends, all of the, my membership at the country club, everything. I could kiss it goodbye if I speak out. So I don't. just like the witnesses. I don't. I keep quiet because I have too much to lose. My son's 20 years old now, and he rapes a girl in college. And they find out that, well, he's been being raped all along by his pervert daddy since he was 9 years old. What do you think people's opinion of me is going to be? Knowing that I knew all along and I did nothing. Do you think people are going to say, oh, that poor woman, she had so much to lose. She would have lost her family and lost all of her friends. No, they're not going to say that. They're going to say that evil biatch needs to be behind bars with her pervert husband, and they need to die in jail. That's exactly what you would say. Nobody would feel sorry for me. You know, why are we feeling sorry for these cult members who are letting their children be sexually abused? You're robbing them of their childhood, their innocence, you know, bastardizing their minds for the sake, because you have too much to lose, or you're under the influence of mind control. Okay, well, Charles Manson's followers were members of a cult too. Bobby Beausoleil killed Gary Hinman under the direction of Manson. Tex Watson, Patricia Krenwinkel, Susan Adkins, killed Sharon Tate and the others at that house that night under the direction of Manson. They were just doing what the cult leader told them to do. Leslie Van Houten went out the next night and personally helped stab to death Rosemary LaBianca. They're all in prison. And please do not think that I am for 1 minute advocating letting those evil criminals out of prison. But if you're going to say that you have sympathy and you feel sorry for the witness parents because they're so ordered, being led around by the nose, and they're confused and letting their children die by not giving them medical treatment, if you're going to say you feel sorry for them, then you do not have any right whatsoever to say that Tex Watson, Leslie Van Houten, Bruce Davis, Bobby Beausoleil, all of Manson's followers should still be in prison. You can't believe that because it's a double standard. Hey, they were only following orders, right? They were listening to their governing body, if you will, who was Charlie Manson. You see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous when you're going to feel sorry for a parent whose little girl goes to them and says, Elder so-and-so, brother better than you, molested me, and the parents go to the elders instead of the police. Are you kidding me? You're going to feel sorry for them people? You hurt my child or one of my grandchildren. God help you, and God help anybody who tries to stand in my way, because if you mess with me or mine, I am one ruthless, nasty little woman, and your misery will be my life's mission. And I'll say it, I will be damned if I'm going to let somebody, some elder who probably wouldn't cross the street to spit in my hair, I'm going to let him tell me that I can't go to the police, or I can't give my child needed medical treatment to keep them alive. That does not fly. And in this information age with this internet everywhere, there is nobody can say that they're ignorant to the facts unless they want to be. There's no excuse for it anymore. And I am just getting so sick and tired of hearing people feel sorry for these people. They are criminals. These parents who are letting their children be raped by elders, you're just as guilty as if you held the child down while the elder raped your child right in front of you. You're just as guilty. Because you knew it was going on and you did nothing. I will not feel sorry for you. You lose your children because you will not give them medical treatment. First of all, you're a piece of trash. You don't deserve the honor and privilege of having children. And second of all, you deserve to be put behind bars. So, Again, I know that that is going to step on some people's toes, but I just, we have freedom of speech, and I'm exercising mine, and I'm just saying that somebody has got to draw the line and start making these parents in the Watchtower Society accountable. You can't blame everything on the governing body. After all, if a man gives a chimp a gun and the chimp shoots someone, you don't just blame the chimp. You know? We're giving these governing body leaders are being given too much power, and it has to stop. And we have to stop feeling sorry for these poor witnesses who are going to lose their families. Who cares? If you're going to let your child die, you deserve to lose your family anyway. Okay, that's all I've got. That was my rant for the week. I don't get on here and do this much, but every once in a while, I got to get on here and rant the way other people do. So anyway, you all have a blessed evening. Love you guys, and see you next time.